What is that? Nachos? Nachos. Cheese, or is that? Okay.
Nacho
Spicy
chips, bitch.
I'm like Cool Ranch. I couldn't think of Cool Ranch.
Yeah, those orange Cool Ranch chips.
Yeah. Are they as orange as my Conan cereal? I like to put it to the test. Let's see. No. No. This is way more orange.
Oh, yours look like circus peanuts.
These probably taste worse than circus peanuts, too.
See, you should eat them with orange juice.
No good.
It'd be kind of tough for something that tastes worse
Make
than a
the
circus
full
peanut.
citrusy goodness.
That cereal tastes pretty bad.
Does it?
Even better, eat it with lemon juice.
Orange cereal with lemon juice. Yum. Mmm.
Yup.
Yeah, that sounds real good. Actually, we should make a Rat Salad review cereal. We'll make a Rat Salad review cereal. It'll be orange flavored oats. And you have to have lime milk.
We could have orange flavored oats with marshmallow rat turds, and then our featured action figure will be Alabama Man with wife slapping action, and he comes with a beer can and a bowling ball,
slapping action,
and a tin of chewing tobacco.
Is he wearing a wife beater?
A truck already covered in mud.
A wife beater, but
or flannel.
It's got a flannel that's cut off over top of it. Yeah.
He's got flannel sleeves sewn to a white beater.
Alabama Man, so inbred he can barely stand up. Alabama Man,
and he's also got the flannel collar. He looks like Randy Quaid.
And a red Alabama hat.
Yeah,
I'm imagining Randy Quaid. I'm imagining Uncle Eddie here.
That'd be a pretty good template for it, definitely.
I'll get my himself.
So instead of boots, he'd have them fucking ridiculous white Italian loafers with the gold chain.
Or the fucking, what's it called? Just the neck, whatever, under the fucking white t-shirt, and you can see it under there. Because the t-shirt's too fucking thin for him.
I'll get our artist to work on that.
Okay.
All right. You ready? 1, 2,
3. Oh, I'm going with the next one. Okay. Death Clock played the first show in 5 years, which is huge for me.
I didn't even start the show yet.
What are we doing?
I didn't even start the show yet.
What the hell? I thought we already did the intro.
He's got to be frozen like that. Welcome to Rat Salad Review, album versus album. Rocky, our artist, who also did the artwork for this T-shirt. I don't know if anybody's seen this shirt yet. I posted it on our Facebook group and YouTube, not YouTube, Twitter. But that is a T-shirt I bought for myself. That's the network logo.
Come on down to
that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So you guys can buy that at, I'll put it over there for now, tpublic.com /rat-salad-review. No, hold on. tpublic.com/stores/rat-salad-review.
Or you could go like any normal person into the home page and just search Rat Salad.
Actually, I've done that. I went to tpublic.com and tried to search our store, and it didn't come up. So I don't know what you have to do.
Then we have
that's helpful then. So follow your link.
You can actually go to our website, ratsaladreview.com, and hit the, on the bottom, like in the middle of the page, there is pictures of the T-shirts, and it takes you right to the website. And there's actually a sale going on now, so get them now while they're on sale.
Yeah, buy one for your friend.
Buy one for your friend, buy one for your dog, buy one for your baby.
Your ex-girlfriend.
Buy one for your ex-girlfriend.
A jilted wife. Hey, babe, I want a divorce. Here's a T-shirt. That's just the kind of mayhem we'd love to inspire. And you feel proud and you stand tall as you wear your Rat Salad Review shirt and you suggest to that woman, hey, we'll split it 50-50. I'll take the house, you take the kids.
It's a nice consolation prize.
Next
What
up,
else?
That's
Price
right,
is Right.
because even when she hoses you over on the alimony, you'll still have your nice warm rat salad review T-shirt. You might be living in a box, buddy, but at least you look cool. And then,
Rat salad review boxes coming next.
and then when you're really depressed and you're hanging out with your gay buddy, and you decide that receiving oral at that seedy bar downtown doesn't really make you gay, but man, would it piss your ex-wife off? Buddy, you need white wine.
Well, we gotta
Which
work on
leads
it.
me into My Chemical Romance.
We'll get to that in a
White
minute.
wine! Fuck yeah!
We'll get to that in a minute. Before that, we have 190 subscribers on YouTube right now.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're getting up there on YouTube.
Watch out, PewDiePie.
That's right. Watch out, we're coming for you. We're almost up to 200.
Oh, yeah, that really annoying kid that does video game videos that everybody likes.
I like it. He's a cool guy.
The angry Nintendo nerd?
No,
No, he's
no, angry video game nerd is like you, Wayne.
Why?
He's like you, but for like 80s movies.
He's better than me, please. I have no personality whatsoever. Yeah, so we have 100.
wow, how
like power metal.
self-depreciating.
I said, yeah, you like power metal.
Oh God, thanks. What are you eating?
Susie Q's.
What are you just been eating since you've been on here with me? The hell's the matter?
That was such a mentor's answer. What are you eating, Susie Q?
Welcome to Rat Salad Review, where we can watch Nate get diabetes as the show goes on.
Diabetics have the right to rock.
At least it's not bald.
At least I don't have any more bad hair days, though.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
There's a whole new meaning to shining your helmet, that's for sure.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, so we also added a new show to our network. Not a new show that's like, brand new, but they've been around forever. Rock and Metal Combat podcast with Ralph Vieira and Ian Wadley, if I'm saying his name correctly. So,
I'm glad you said it before I had the opportunity to, because I wasn't sure if it was that way or Wadley or how you were supposed to say
Wadley,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way.
But Ralph and Ian are very cool.
They are.
Sorry to cut you off, Wayne, but yes, welcome.
Yeah, Ralph's been joining us on some of the King Diamond shows, so he's a very cool guy, and yeah, we like Ralph a lot, and we welcome him to the network. Anything else? Oh, I was showing this to Nate earlier today. I bought this the other day, GameStop. They have clearance stuff, I'm a big Conan O'Brien fan. I haven't been watching the show lately, but I like Conan O'Brien. And I saw this cereal box. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. It looks like a little pop figure. And I noticed in the bottom corner, it comes with a pop figure. And it says not actual size. And I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe it's like a bigger size pop. I could feel something in there. So I get home, I open it up. Of course, there's cereal in there, nasty orange flavored cereal. It's very bad. Then I find the pop figure. It's the same size of the sign that says not actual size.
Actually, the picture on the box looks a little bigger than the figure.
It actually,
So...
yeah, it actually kind of is.
I was gonna say, just be thankful it's not smaller and you didn't choke on it.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought that was funny. But that, that's something you would expect Conan O'Brien to do. It's cool.
Honestly,
I like the little figure.
I like him a lot as a writer, especially when he was on The Simpsons. But can't stand his late night show. I don't hate him or anything. I just don't watch it because I don't really get it. I don't find him all that funny on there.
Yeah, at least Jimmy Fallon has metal artists on. It's like, what is?
Let's Jimmy
Fallon. I saw a pit at the Slipknot one he did. That was kind of cool. To see that on late night TV. like
I didn't
in
see
the
it.
public
The
eye.
fact that glad-handing little weasel
No one
who
else has
couldn't
Slayer
do
on
a
their late night
single
show.
who couldn't do a single sketch on Saturday Night Live without looking and giggling into the camera like a jackass
That fucking
It's
court
never
soaker is
deserted to have a
hilarious.
prestigious spot of a late night show. We all know the best one is Jimmy Kimmel and Guillermo.
Yeah.
I don't like him either.
You don't like Guillermo? Oh man, when he
I
trolls
don't like
Matt
Kimmel?
Damon, it's the best.
I don't know. I can't tell them apart sometimes.
I don't know. But I don't really watch Conan that much either anymore. It's changed since it went to TBS.
Oh,
Now he's only like a
okay.
half hour. Me neither. I tape it once in a while. I like his specials that he does when he goes to other countries, though. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Those are usually pretty good. I just don't like him as a late night host. I don't think he's got the right kind of, I guess charisma to do it. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's do what we're supposed to be doing on this show.
And I do think Jimmy Fallon's metal stuff is cool. I really hate Jimmy Fallon
Maybe it
with a
is-
passion.
Oh, I can't remember.
What did you say?
Whoever has Slayer on late night shows. That's
That was Kimmel.
Yeah, that was Kimmel.
Oh shit! Maybe the Slipknot one was too. Then
Yeah, it probably was.
maybe I'm
Pretty
thinking
sure it
of-
was.
I can't like picture them any differently in my mind right now. They're too similar.
They both look like a Suzuki to you.
Right.
Well, Jimmy Fallon kind of looks like a sock puppet version of Jimmy Kimmel.
Right. Like a Muppet.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Walter
A third-
the Human Muppet, but of Jimmy Kimmel.
yeah.
Oh, one more thing before we do.
Or
start the
Fozzie
actual
Bear
show.
after his voice actor died and it changed. Waka
What?
waka.
Frank Oz isn't
Who
dead?
wants to hear a funny ass joke?
What? When did
Now that's from Family Guy. They were
How
like,
does
"Oh yeah,"
the fuck
they're
Frank
like,
Oz die?
Yeah. No, he didn't. They were actually talking about Jim Henson, and they kind of screwed up the joke because they used Fozzie, but the cutaway was still funny because Peter says something like, "Oh yeah, like when an actor dies," and then you end up with wrong-sounding Muppets, and Fozzie strolls in, and it's just this deep black guy's voice, and he goes, "Waka waka, who wants to hear a funny ass joke?"
Very right is Fozzie Bear.
Basically.
Fair.
On a more serious note, actually not last week. Yeah, I guess it was last week. Neil Peart passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn
Yeah,
shame.
Not a huge Rush fan. I mean, I do have their albums and stuff, but you shut your mouth.
I really like a few of their albums. The only thing that used to really irritate me about Neil Peart was his early, and he fortunately, grew up and got smarter later and denounced her, but his initial fascination with Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand.
Literature's greatest monster.
No.
Don't read any of her books. Atlas Shrugged will pretty much make you think reading sucks ass and make you never want to read a book again. It's a proven fact.
Well, that's good to
Like
know.
most classics.
Who's the best drummer to you, Nate?
Oh, Keith Moon, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Keith Moon.
Man, Mooney had a lot of attitude. And
He
a lot
plays
of
drums as a lead instrument. Come on.
But that's how Neil Peart played it too. Peart.
Yeah,
Peart.
but
Yeah.
like he just played extended drum solos the whole time, whereas Moon is still keeping a rhythm.
No,
Like
not
he's playing
necessarily.
drums in a lead role, but he's still doing what drums need to be doing. Peart doesn't do that as much for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be another episode there
That
because
75
I gotta
piece of bullshit,
disagree
I think
with
it's so
that.
fucking stupid.
I mean, YYZ is a great example for him driving the song with the drums like a lead instrument, but he still
Okay,
plays
cool.
it like a rhythm instrument. He doesn't just go off and do a bunch of Actually, he pretty much does that throughout moving pictures.
Mm. Yeah. Yes, I don't think you know what you're talking about, Nate. I think you better lay off the ho-hos and the Suzy-Q's and the Doritos. All right. We are doing My Chemical Romance versus Rise Against My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade, and Rise Against Wolves. I picked these albums, and I either figured both of these guys would hate both of these albums, or one of them would hate them both.
I like My Chemical Romance.
I knew you liked My Chemical Romance, so I knew you'd be okay with that. But Greg, I know, hated them because we talked about this a while ago.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty puke-inducing.
Well, what do you want to start with first? You want to get My Chemical
Rise
Romance?
Against out of the way. That was one of the most boring fucking albums.
You want to get that one out of the way? All right. Well, first of all, actually, hold on. I got a little thing about these albums. The reason why I picked these albums because, the Rise Against one, this is the first one I've ever heard. Well, no, I heard of them before because when My Chemical Romance had the Black Parade out, I actually saw them in concert. I didn't like them at the time, but I saw them in concert, and Rise Against opened for them. And I didn't like either of the bands at the time. But it took a very long time to get into this, and I was hanging outside in my yard one day, and I had just a random radio station on, and the song "The Violence" came on. And I'm like, "Who the hell is this band?" I looked it up and found out it was Rise Against. I said, "Oh, that's a really cool song." So I checked out all the other albums that they have, and I recognized some of the other stuff that they put out, and I liked it.
That's the fucking song goes down, 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 down.
Yes.
I fucking hate that song.
How do you hate that song?
Because it's so fucking annoying.
Why is it annoying?
It's a fucking earworm, and it's not even that good.
It is a good song. It's a catchy song. Anyway, The Wolves is the 8th studio album by Rise Against. It was released in 2017. It's the first studio album in 11 years to be produced by the band without longtime producer Bill Stevenson.
Really? I didn't realize that was that recent.
Yeah. Jason Silvermore was the other producer. And their first album to be released through Virgin Records. The album's lead single was The Violence, obviously, since that was on the radio. And, that's it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a very raw-sounding album compared to their other stuff. Their other stuff sounds a little bit more polished. It sounds kind of like more of their earlier stuff, like the first couple of albums, I think.
It's the only album I've ever heard with less drum patterns than
it has. It has less drum patterns than the older albums. This is more of a hard rock album than it is a punk album, I would say. Right? Do you agree with me on that, Nate?
I think it's lame. It doesn't have any
Well,
punch.
It's not. Right, I'm saying it's not.
Tracks.
You wouldn't consider this really a punk album.
I mean, I wouldn't if it didn't have good punk songs on it.
It does.
I liked Welcome to the Breakdown. I liked the beginning of Parts Per Million. I liked.
Yeah. That's it.
Bullshit and Far From Perfect were tolerable.
I don't know. I think this album starts off good. I mean, you got Wolves that starts off really like a fast song. I like every song except for maybe 2 songs on here, and I even like those songs.
God, Morning in America was lame.
No, that was a good song.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It's like if me in 7th grade tried to be fucking Greg Graffin.
Well,
he's trying too hard to be deep, and it shows because he's not smart enough to be that deep.
Well, I disagree with you on that. I think these guys are fairly smart. They're like, into political kind of stuff, Are they liberals or something? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's a very raw sounding punk album from them. It's more commercial than the other stuff, I think. More commercial sounding. You don't think so?
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, it's not all that raw. It's definitely commercial sounding. I hear all these fucking vocal harmonies
when
I listen to it on headphones, so it's I'm hearing every single vocal harmony like that, and when you're hearing all those harmonies, you're like, holy cow, this sounds almost auto-tuned because of it.
Well, I could see that. But I don't know, I like that stuff. I think all the songs are very catchy on here, though. They got so many catchy choruses, and the verses, and the guitar stuff is I like it. I think it's fun.
Reminds me of 30 Seconds to Mars, and I'm not a huge fan of it.
I don't know. Maybe if I would have gotten into this band way earlier, back in the earlier stuff that they had, I wouldn't like this as much. But since I heard this like recently, I like it.
I've never been into this band, period. I always thought they were like discount Rancid.
Yeah. Oh well. Sorry.
Even discount Sum 41.
I know you did suggest me to do that instead, but
Yeah, they've got like New York hardcore influence at the moment, and I really like it.
I just didn't think that would fit with this. But all right, so I guess you didn't like this one too much.
No, I was not a big fan. There were a couple of tracks where I was like, it's all right, but for the most part, it wasn't impressive.
I'm sorry.
5.5
Well,
out of 10.
oh, we're gonna grade this already? 5.5 out of 10.
That's what I'm giving it. I know Greg's answer is going to be a 0 or something.
I don't know. I'm very interested to hear what Greg has to say. That's why I'm leaving him for last because his roommate likes this band.
Well, I have to say, this was definitely the better out of the two, as far as I'm concerned. But what he played me, I didn't really quite. I mean, it's didn't quite prepare me for this. It's still the same band, but this is more radio friendly, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, this is one of them albums I call like a road trip album. There's nothing on it that makes you sound awful that you want to snap off, but there's nothing for me that really sticks out that I really remember either. But while you're listening to it, you can tap your feet, you can sing along to a couple of songs. Some of the solos sound pretty cool, but it's just a slab of monotony.
That's what I hated about it. Yeah, that describes it really well. I don't want punk rock to be monotonous.
No, they and it's hard to explain because it's kind of what the production does to it. They're like none of the songs are written exactly the same as the next one, but sonically they all sound so similar. It makes them kind of blend together a little bit. I really only had 2 days to listen to this. If I had a little bit more time with it, I could probably tell you some songs I liked. It's just was a little hard for me to get into because of that.
Really? I don't know. This has been on rotation for me for the last few months. I love every song on here. House of Fire is cool. Welcome to the Breakdown. I think that one's one of my favorites. That's got a good chorus to it.
That one I liked. I just liked that it had like a good beat to it.
Yeah.
That's the only song I can remember.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly. That
probably should have been the first single. Really.
I think it would have worked really well as a single. I was actually kind of, not that Violence is a horrible song, but Welcome to the Breakdown is definitely more memorable.
Yeah.
I feel.
I think so too. Bullshit's cool too, but it's kind of just like, everybody has a song that has like bullshit in it. It's kind of
right, but it's more.
I mean, it's a fun song, but yeah, it's like what all these little punk bands were doing back in the early 2000s. It's just kind of like a throwaway song like that, but it's not bad.
Like if your biggest influences were The Offspring and but your band sucked.
They don't suck. They don't suck.
They're boring, and the last thing I want from punk is boring.
Well, maybe I should have picked a different album because they have faster albums.
Maybe an earlier album would have been
an
better.
earlier. You probably would have liked an earlier album.
I wasn't this.
Yeah, their earlier albums you probably would have liked more, just from what I've heard, but it definitely wouldn't have fits with the other one.
Yeah,
like
definitely. Definitely not at all. Because it was very hard for me to pick an album to go against My Chemical Romance, the band that I hated when they came out with the Black Parade song. I hated this fucking song so much. I just wanted to kill everybody in this band. Did Nate freeze? I think Nate froze.
No, I can still see him.
No, he's still there. Yeah, do you ever remember hearing this, like when it was first on, like MTV or whatever hell it was on at that time? I don't even
Oh,
remember.
I remembered hearing the record definitely brought some memories back. And if I could get my hands on another physical copy of it, I'd break that son of a bitch right over my knee, just like I did
Yeah,
12 years ago.
you can't have it.
I like this album. I
Yeah.
thought it was much more musically adept than Rise Against.
There's
Like,
more going on in this album. There's a lot of
right.
stuff. There's
Sounds
just
like a bunch of hacks trying to be Mata Hoople and David Bowie and then doing a half-assed job at it.
I don't think there's a half-assed job at all.
And Jesus Christ, that guy's voice is so annoying it makes me want to pee myself.
Yeah, it gets
Oh,
on my
see?
nerves a little bit after a while. But I
Really?
like the rhythm section.
Yeah.
If I could make myself puke on command, I would right now.
Like fucking scary movie. What was that, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
terrible.
fucking Exorcist.
But yeah, once I finally actually gave this album a chance, well, I saw them live. I still didn't like them, and I still didn't like Rise Against them when I saw them either. I didn't get it at the time, and then after I gave the album a chance, it starts off with the first song, "Dead." It just like starts off real quick and
like that
fast,
song,
and it's awesome. It's an awesome, catchy song. It's like I don't know how I couldn't have liked this when I heard that song. And then it just goes into "This Is How I Disappear." It's like one catchy song after the other.
Slots I like. Welcome to the Black Parade I like. I never liked I Don't Love You. I don't like that
See,
song.
I like that song. It's a slow song. It's a cool song. I
No,
like
it's
that
too
song.
Warped Tour for me. It's
Yeah.
too much.
Well, it is because this is that period in time.
I
where
know
the
it is. I've been to like 3 Warped Tours, Wayne.
I'm just letting people know that don't want to give My Chemical Romance a chance because of of their what they
No,
came
most
from.
of the songs are
Don't. Everybody, if I have a suggestion for you, don't give My Chemical Romance a chance. If we all had Roddy Piper sunglasses and you looked at this motherfucker, it would say consume and obey on the front. This is nothing but something to homogenize and kill your music taste and make you a robot.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
I'm going to disagree. Yeah.
Like you said,
it's not new Green Day albums.
No. We will never do a Green Day album on this show. Well, unless you guys pick it, I'll do it, but it's not coming from me.
Well,
Saying
in
American
Green Day's
Idiot
defense, as much as I hate them, at least they've had original thoughts before.
Right.
These guys,
No, I can agree with you there, Greg.
yeah.
I don't know what you're saying. I forgot to give a little synopsis about this album.
What
'cause I
I'm
thought it was
saying
kind of interesting.
is, if you like stuff like this, buy a Queen album, buy a David Bowie album, buy a Mata Hoople album, buy a T-Rex album. But don't buy watered-down bullshit like this that's trying to recapture the glorious 70s concept albums that isn't even a fourth as good.
No, they pull it
I
off
like
very
those
well.
last words. That's the song I think that really shines through.
Yeah, I think they pull this off very well, doing like the Queen and Bowie style, and even like some Aerosmith stuff thrown in there. I think for this time that this came out, that's what this needed. That we needed this. We didn't have any albums that did this shit then. Everything sucked. Everything was emo, whiny, crying bullshit. Even they were before they did this album. Tell me an album that
They
was
still are on this album. What are you talking about?
yes, but not as whiny as on the other stuff.
I don't see a difference.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. Huge difference. But anyway, this is their third album. It was released in 2006. It was produced by one of the guys that did Goo Goo Dolls and Green Day. It's a rock opera centering on a dying character with cancer. And the album tells the story of his apparent death experiences in the afterlife and subsequent reflections on his life. It's the band's only studio album to feature drummer Bob Breyer before his departure in 2010.
What else was he in?
What's that?
What else was he in? Why is that a significant fact?
I don't know.
They didn't do an album for 4 years in between?
Yeah, they were kind of weird, like the way they released their stuff. I think there was like a live album.
So now they're back and all that.
I don't know. He was the longest tenured drummer in My Chemical Romance. What else did he do? I don't know. The Used, Thrice, and Blackface.
My God, the Used and Thrice. Jesus Christ, that's fucking emo.
I kind of like the Used. They're all right.
Thrice is like fucking 3 Days Grace.
If you want to throw your money away like that on a used album, give me the $10. I'll punch you in the nuts, and it'll be the same feeling.
Thank you. The Used fucking suck.
Yeah, that's one, man.
Like that Memphis.
Yeah, no, I don't own any Used, but
like, I mean, as awful as this album and this band is, like, at least I can say they can write a song. You can't say that about the Used.
Actually, you're lucky I didn't pick it because I was going to pick a Used album to go along with this.
I'd much rather do Rise Against than the Used.
I'll see.
Thank you for not going the Used.
I'm glad. I'm glad too. I didn't know which album to pick because I don't have any, so I was just picking something randomly. But yeah, I just so many good songs in this album. You have to give it a chance. Give it a chance. Give it a week's worth of listens, and if you come back to me telling me you still do not like this album, fine, you don't like it. All right, but it's a good album. You like Bowie?
Some Bad Religion beforehand. Get yourself in the palette for like melodic,
right?
And
yeah, if you like Bowie stuff, you like Queen, you like Aerosmith. Actually, I think the song "Cancer" has kind of like an Aerosmith feel with the piano and shit going on. And I love that song "Mama." That's just like such a weird song. It's just.
I always thought that song was like a suicide note, to be honest.
Yeah, it could be. It's possible. And the song "Teenagers" is cool.
Teenagers is a fun song.
Yeah, it's a very fun song. I like almost every song on this album. There's maybe one song I don't like. "Disenchanted," I think it is. I don't remember. But only one bad song on there. So give it a chance. Don't listen to Greg.
Greg's stinky.
But I will say this is the best album out of their other albums. I don't really care for. I mean, I have them, but I don't really care for their other stuff. It doesn't sound like this. It's just more. I don't know. I can't even describe the other stuff. It's just typical punk stuff.
Stop calling it punk.
What else am I supposed to call it?
Punk.
What else am I?
Emo garbage.
Is that even a term? Is emo even a term anymore?
I don't know, but it's pretty good to describe this.
People want to bring back the roaring 20s.
Yeah.
I damn near shot myself when I saw that.
I didn't see it.
That was awful.
All right, so what are we going to give Rise Against?
5.5 out of 10.
You got 5.5 by 10.
Give it a 3.
3. Oh man, I'm giving this a 9. I really like this album a lot. It's a lot more tame than the other albums, but again, give this album a shot. If you like more modern sounding punk albums, give this one a shot.
Well, them I could call a punk album, as light as it is, but. Yeah.
They got other heavier albums, so give them a shot. At least listen to the Violence and
that's lighter than Husker Du.
At least give the songs the Violence and Welcome to the Breakdown a shot. If you don't like those two songs, then whatever. But definitely give those two songs a listen. My Chemical Romance.
0.
Oh, God, it hurts my heart.
7.
I'm giving this album a 10. I love this album.
Jesus Christ, Wade.
It's a 10. This is a 10.
I had an emo phase, and I still think you're going overboard.
This is a 10.
Yeah, that would have been.
This is a perfect record.
I'm gonna. That's an 8.
Fucking.
That's an 8.
Both Hellhammer albums were better.
I love that album, but that's like an 8 for me.
Satanic Rites is the shit, dude.
I love that album cover.
Me too.
Hellhammer is good, but Celtic Frost I've always liked better than Hellhammer. They sounded better once they got their shit together.
Completely ripped off Am I Evil.
But yeah, I'm giving My Chemical Romance a 10. It's just a cool album. It's a cool concept album. I think there's just a lot of stuff going on in there, and
this is an album. It exists.
Yeah.
Tommy is a cool concept album.
It's an album that exists that really very badly wants to be Ziggy Stardust and is not.
Agree with that.
So what? It's better than Ziggy Stardust.
No,
fuck
it
off.
isn't.
Yes, it is.
No. And see, this is one of the things that really pisses me off, and one of the problems I have with the band Gruesome too, You know, it's nostalgia, and it's people hyping up people just being truly unoriginal with what they're doing, and I don't like that.
Works though because Death hasn't been
Yeah,
a band
I
for
know what
20
you're gonna
years.
say. We've had this conversation
That's
before,
right,
but my
yeah.
problem with it is they kicked out 3 albums where all they just did was they made carbon copies of Death's first 3. I liked what they were doing before that as tributes. There's some good songs on it, but I would be happier if they continued on in that style, but doing something that moves beyond what they've done in the past.
Original. I'm with you there, but the fact that we're getting basically new Death albums is something that's I appreciate too much to hate for it being.
I don't consider them new Death albums because even though they were in the band, Chuck was the driving force.
Yeah.
So it definitely doesn't represent his vision in any way, shape, or form.
But
these are closer to like new Massacre albums, but.
Which I'm also okay with because Massacre is fucking awesome.
Oh, I love Massacre. It needs to be more original. You know?
Yeah. They have great potential for original music.
I don't mind if a band's trying to emulate something that a band did like back in the day, especially if that band's not around anymore and you miss hearing that stuff.
Right.
I don't mind when bands.
I never got to see Death, so it's like, fuck, dude. Gruesome's the closest thing.
I mean, that's why I like that My Chemical Romance so much because
and that's cool if they're gonna do a tour or something. But Scream Bloody Gore exists. Spiritual Healing exists.
Yeah, Zombie Ritual was already the best death metal song ever recorded. We don't need another one.
And like this, Ziggy Stardust exists. Mata Hoople's The Hoople exists. You don't need stuff riffing on Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody exists. You don't need stuff re-riffing on it that doesn't take it in a different way.
Style of punk, though.
Yeah, it's done differently. In their own style. In their own style.
It's like it's in a different style.
It
doesn't sound like a
just
rock
move on.
As much as it sounds like a pop punk album.
We would like to hear from you fans. Please comment below. What do you think of these?
They would. I don't want to hear anything unless you don't like them.
If you don't like them, right? I don't care. We'll tell you right in the comments, please. We don't do punk and stuff on this show. I mean, our show is rock and metal, so I try to do a little bit of everything on here. So
we haven't.
This was different.
Punk review yet either. This
no.
does not count as our first punk review.
Whatever. They're considered punk bands. So what do you want me to tell you? We'll have to do the Ramones versus. I don't even know.
Ramones v Misfits. That'd be pretty.
All right, we'll do that. All right, one day.
New Jersey versus New York.
Yeah, we'll do that. Write in the comments, and we also still have a contest going on. Nobody wrote any comments in the last video, so you can write them on this one or write them on the other one. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I need at least 15 people to make it a fair raffle, though. So somebody's got to start commenting.
Yeah, somebody's got to start commenting. Maybe I'll mention it on the Facebook page and Twitter and stuff like that because I didn't do that last week. I failed doing that. So maybe that'll help people know if they didn't watch the video to do that. But also, too, they could have saw what album you want to give away and said, I don't want that. Which is why I think maybe they should be secret contest giveaways. And then people will comment.
Oh, I need something cool in my background like you guys got.
Fine, yeah. I suppose we could do that going forward. There we go, Black Sabbath.
I think we should do some secret stuff. But I think that's it for today's show. That's all. And we will see you guys next week.
Yep.
And don't forget to please subscribe.
News next week and whatever else we do.
I don't know what we're going to do next week yet. But please subscribe. YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play. We're on Twitter. What?
No, we're not on 4chan.
No one. You want to go on 4chan?
I kind of do. I kind of want to get us a 4chan account.
So do it.
The hell's 4chan? Like BBC4?
It's like Reddit for people with our sense of humor.
Oh. Okay.
So do 4chan. You guys got to help me with the promoting of the show. You understand? I do Twitter. I do Instagram. I do Facebook. I do the website. I edit the shows. Audio and video. I do YouTube. I do BitChute.
I'm not the best person to do social media. I'm on Twitter suspension.
I'm not the best person to do social media yet. Let me show you
I'm
all
on
the posts.
Twitter suspension, Wayne.
You don't have to do Twitter. I'll take care of Twitter.
I've actually, a lot of the people I've met just locally or on Facebook, I've, sent it to them, and most of them have checked it out, and most of them have said they liked it, but it's kind of weird. The majority of them seem to prefer the King Diamond one.
Of course they do.
Yeah, it's
I guess because it's focused more directly on one subject.
Yeah, but so is this show.
I don't know how
so is the other shows.
Entire podcast on just King Diamond.
Because he's got like 8,000 albums. Anyway, Nate Lander has about 20 posts within the last 10 hours. So you're always on social media.
I'm just
Yeah, he's got you there.
I'm like an AI that just shares memes and metal news.
Yes. So get the 4chan channel ready. Actually, I might have done Reddit too. I know I posted some of our shows on there about the King Diamond stuff, but I got kicked off of one of the Reddit things.
You do.
I just posted about a show.
Yeah, Reddit seems to be kind of finicky that way.
They're very
because that happened to me too.
Yeah, they're very snooty over there. I really don't understand that whole Reddit thing. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have anything to do with Reddit.
Yeah, me neither. And the thing I don't get about what got me banned from the page was, they say don't do the links or whatever unless it's relevant to discussion. Well, it was relevant to the discussion because if they watched the damn video, we talked about exactly what they were trying to find out about in the show. But they got like all uppity because it was a podcast link. And I was like, you know what? This is stupid.
Yeah, it's I can't deal with that shit.
You guys might be posting porn to Reddit. You never know.
No, we do not.
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to check a link, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, anyway, thanks for watching and subscribe to the show, please. We want to get to at least 200. We're almost there. We need 10 more.
We need to overtake PewDiePie, and we can't do that unless you help. It's your guys' fault that we don't have enough subscribers.
How many subscribers do they have? Do you know?
I don't know. I made subscribers each person who subscribes.
How do you spell PewDiePie?
Oh, PewDiePie. He's got like something like over 60 million.
Here it is. PewDiePie.
He's over 60 million now.
Oh, is this the musician guy? Music?
No.
What is PewDiePie then?
He's like some fat kid that
That's what I
does
thought.
Walkthroughs on video games.
How do you spell it?
PEWDIEPIE.
Oh, I clicked on it and it took me some music thing. Anyway, he's got 149,000 subscribers. We're almost there.
How can you not find the most popular man on the internet?
No, well, because it says music under it, so I didn't. I didn't think that was him. So get us to the PewDiePie subscribers
and the heights.
Yeah,
make us millionaires. It's your guys' fault.
Yes, get us to monetize our videos and make us money. And buy
musician, make me rich.
Make him rich. He has no music, but he's a musician. Buy our T-shirts, please. Look at that. See how nice that looks.
Yeah, check it out. Support us. Ralph, Ian, Lou.
Well, that doesn't go to it goes us.
Well, way to make us look like pricks, you idiot. I'm trying to toss it up there and make it sound like it benefits everybody.
Well, it does because I pay for the website, so that's what it goes towards. Okay. Otherwise, nobody would be on our network, so it does go to everybody.
There we go. Yeah, see.
So help support us keeping the website up and all of our things that we do. All right, see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.